hello everyone. Cool. I thought for just a second, it took just a second for everything to load, so I thought for just a second you guys weren't in there. We're good. Yeah, it like flickered for a second. Yep. Hello everyone. Welcome back to more of this thing that we're doing here. Yeah.
Fabula, Ultima.
My brain is fried as always. I think I need to stop saying that my brain is fried because I think my brain, like, it's not like a weekly thing. I think my brain is just gone. Like, I think that it has been fully rusted out and replaced with something else, which is fine. We'll see where that goes.
Yeah. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Could be hot. You'll never know.
You'll never know.
But yes, welcome back, everybody, to Tales of Caerwyn, our Fabula Ultima game that we play on every Wednesday, for the most part, now that I'm actually back in my home state and able to play. Last time... I hadn't fucking... We'll get there eventually. I'll remember how this works. Never. It will never happen. I will never do this well. It will always just be the most ADHD of an intro. We got Sponers. That's right. Go check out our sponsors. We have new sponsor that you'll see in there. That Matt and I have teamed up and joined forces. We've DBZ Fusion Power Ranger all Mechatron together. We're docking, is what I'm saying.
I am Tenga topping Conlon to make Tenga top a girl online.
We got Infinite Citadel.
Pay to watch that.
Well, go to infinitecitadel.com and check it out. Yeah. But no, Matt and I's DBZ Fusion D&D TTRPG making shit company, Infinite Citadel, is now a sponsor instead of Day 20. It's just what we've rolled. My Has-Been Wizards and his Day 20 have become, Infinite Citadel. So yeah, go check that out. We got some cool stuff in the works. We got some fun stuff happening there. But other than that, go check out all of our other sponsors as well, because they're all very cool and they help us do cool stuff.
You should go check out the first game, Holy by Infinite Citadel, Spill Your Fluids, a game about gender fluidity and being messy. It has the greatest logo ever. If you've not keyed in on our multiverse bit, we keep changing the logo every time for different genres. And Conlon absolutely nailed the logo for Spill Your Fluids.
Oh my god! What did you expect from these two?
Yeah.
we shouldn't be allowed to work together.
You should not be allowed to have Photoshop.
Or someone should pay us a lot more to be working together. That's one of the two directions. Someone either needs to stop us or give us more.
Give us funding.
That tagline is fucking beautiful. Get wet with us, Tails.
Wet with
this
us.
level of the Citadel is slippery.
It's slippery in ice.
Oh my.
You're welcome.
Yes. Well, that definitely covers boners, so we're good there. From now on, Infinite Citadel will be the purveyor of all the finest boners for you and anyone that you would like to share it with.
I just remember in the TikTok sense, these two have a TikTok now too, so check out Infinite Citadel on TikTok for the socials. I just saw there was a dinosaur like randomly in the midst of all of the scene changes, and I was like, oh god, we don't need that big of a boner.
We got all sorts of fun things.
Colin absolutely crushed that opening cinematic, and I love it so much. I continuously watch it every time I want to feel happy.
The audio scratches my brain. I really enjoy it. But yeah, we also have what else do we have? What else is going on here? We got a Patreon. That's right. Go check out the Patreon. Again, as I've said now for the past however many weeks, we will eventually have something for this show outside of the character story stuff. We do. Oh, sorry, no, we actually do have something. You're voting on villains that I gotta figure out how to put into this.
Yes. You can vote right now for which of our characters writes a minifig. I think right now Fiona Pentagast is in the running, so you can learn a little bit more about Fiona.
Shit.
You can
it's fun. No, it is fun.
A boss battle from a JRPG or anime property that Colin will remix into the world of Fabula Ultima for an upcoming boss battle. And then third, you can go suggest what are some of Ruin's hobbies. I've left hobbies undeclared for Ruin, so you can go in there and tell me what Ruin's hobbies are, and I'll roleplay the shit out of it.
You're muted, Conlon.
God damn it! You know what? I blame Taylor.
Look, we have the
because I am smart enough with technology to be able to do that to you.
Oh no, for sure. That was definitely. I did not mean to imply that. That would be ridiculous. I was just implying that
just
it's
so
your
we're on the
fault.
same page.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's all right then.
No. Yes, Patreon. We also have a Discord. Come hang out with us there if you like our chat. If you like hanging out with us here, we do the same thing, but in Discord. We're all friends and we all get along. We all have a great time.
You said that.
We actually we don't get along. You bully me. Let's be fair.
I can't stand these. I can't stand these
do.
bastards. So.
Ooh, Infinite Citadel merch, Matt. Don't bully me. I'll come shirts with the Cummy logo. Perfect. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Last time, when last we left off, you all were investigating the mysterious entity of the Wyvern, the original owner, Atticus Alvara, who... we weren't 100% sure what was going on there. You had to go do some figuring some stuff out, and there was some you were characters. You met some cool people. You met some echoes of things past. You had to fill in the gaps of some of the conversation of what was happening in the few scenes that you were privy to witnessing. And I think we ended with you all ending up in the kitchen, the house shaking, the daughter of Atticus, Jenny, running to the trapdoor, flinging it open before turning to talk to you. And then you went down and you heard a final scene with a mysterious voice that you were unaware of, potentially the Lord of Smiles. And I believe we ended with that wrapping and the question of what now? The amulet is on the altar in front of you in the basement of the Wyvern.
Yeah, Atticus is gone now, and we just saw him trying to put the last of his soul into the amulet, and that like weird, massive dark soul thing was like grabbing it and like corrupting it as it was entering the amulet, and then the ruby of the amulet turned black, right?
Yes.
You were the only one who could see it, though, right?
I was the only one who could see it. Yeah, Ruin did the void ritual to see the outlines of the souls. Doing weird soul magic. It doesn't seem like we're in any more of that like BioWare dialogue tree.
No more brain dances happening.
No more brain dances.
No more dialogue trees. No more anything. Just blackened rubies inlaid into an amulet sitting on an altar.
I feel like touching the cursed object is a stupid idea, but it's the only idea coming to mind.
You do have mirror still on you.
I do.
Yes. And I still have one use of divination.
Mm-hmm.
There is one option that we could potentially look into. What if we were to try and extract this dark energy out of it, leaving the soul that is still trapped inside pure? It doesn't necessarily fix the problem, so to speak, but whatever this negative influence seems to be, we could at least rid it of it.
Do you think that's possible?
Or we pull the soul out and leave the dark, creepy shit in it.
I like that idea.
Regardless, it will be difficult either way. I would imagine that soul magic is not the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Forgiving or flexible. So It is an option, unless one of you have other suggestions.
No, I was
What if
going
the
to throw a
assistant-
knife at it.
What does the
Pizza.
assistant think of all this?
That is a good point. And I'll sort of like, bing, bing. Assistant, have you been seeing any of the weird shit, or is that just in our head?
I'm privy to the conversations you've been having.
Did you get a read on whatever that weird dark soul thing was?
Nothing that I've run into before. Seems like something uniquely of your world.
Can you detect souls, or is that a thing? Is that not a thing?
What is a soul?
Okay, I think that answers that question. Soul, man, I'm not answering that. I don't have the degrees necessary to answer that question.
I literally was about to say something, and I was like, Miss Busby wouldn't say anything like that.
What a soul is, but I don't think they're ours.
Aren't you your soul? Or is a soul a part? I mean, I guess you have a body too. But like the soul is like the thing.
Yeah, but then there's also the mind and the heart and the body and the spirit, and there's like lots of different things.
I feel like that's all soul. I feel like that's all the soul bread. It's all soul sandwich. It's got different parts in it, but it's all soul sandwich.
Well, that's an idea I can get around.
It doesn't help that I'm hungry.
And the body is just a soul hole. It's just where you put the soul and like drives
Where
you
are
around.
we right now?
We're still in the
down in the
basement.
basement?
Then.
Yeah.
We're in the basement immediately after what's happened.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have supplies upstairs to make food?
Have you brought anything into the house?
I mean, I still have. I mean, no, I used all the
Try.
ingredients at the Steel's Kings, but unless you. We've been staying there? No, we haven't.
You have a fabulous
No.
point. You could spend
You
it.
do
and
have a
say that,
fabulous
yes,
point. Yeah.
we do have
I do have 2 of them.
We were also making lunch to try and trigger a cutscene.
Shred.
Oh yeah, that was starting to happen.
You were opening
Yeah.
cabinets
Yeah.
to try to see if you could do that.
Yeah. But that's okay. I will. Sure. Miss Buttersby's useless in this moment, and someone just said they're hungry. So I'm going to spend a Fabula point to know that there's groceries
Yes.
upstairs in the kitchen. And I'm gonna make us
Amazing.
a meal
Sure.
while they deal with the magic shit, because that goes over the top of Miss Buttersby's head and looks dangerous. Please be
Good.
safe. I don't want to
Save
have
as
to
we
scrape
can
your
while
bodies off
tinkering
the
with-
floor of my new tavern.
Cursed shit. Yep.
I'll be back.
Miss Pendergast, do you think that this is like possible with the whole extracting the soul? I got the vibe that he is gone, dead, messed up. But do you think the corruption can be split off of him?
Well, the way that I picture, or at least the way that I somewhat view soul magic, is your soul is the engine to the device it's running. In our case, our bodies are just. Well, unfortunately, I can't put it
Demon.
that delicately. They are meat
Demon.
machines.
Mhm.
We're just nothing more than vessels. So, I would personally like to think that this amulet is the same thing. It's simply a vessel. And at least from what we're seeing, there seems to be 2 entities involved. There is Atticus, and then the Lord of Smiles, possibly, or at least some figment of him.
Something that's similar. I just didn't know if, like, to continue the food metaphors, if Atticus's soul is a tomato, did did he put paint on the tomato, or did he rot the tomato? Because if it's paint, we can scrub that off. If it's a rotten tomato, that ship has sailed.
I mean, he chose to preserve his own soul over being with his family.
I mean,
I think there was already some sort of rot.
Yeah, but it seems like the Lord of Smiles was coming after him for some reason, though. So, like, maybe he was just trying to avoid that happening. But I don't know why that was happening to begin with.
There is another alternative where we don't have to worry so much about the consequences of trying to remove said souls. We just remove the amulet. We take it to some place. Maybe Yossi might be able to discard of it properly, for lack of a better word. The amulet is no longer here. The problem, aka Atticus, and whatever decided to taint his soul, is still contained.
Thersha, you are incorrect.
This is all based off
I thought I was muted.
No, you were.
No, it was great.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
What? Okay. But didn't Jenny say she wanted us to like help her dad and like put him to rest? Feel like.
Then we go for the first option. I will admit, though, I don't know if my plan will actually work or if I become corrupted instead, so that's something we need to be mindful of.
Well, didn't Yose say he specialized in ancient artifacts and shit?
Yeah, but like Tinker Toys, like a top that doesn't stop spinning, or a clock that tells you the weather, like little shit. I think the cursed remnant of a mad scientist's soul, it might be above his, outside of his forte.
And he specializes in selling them, too. I'm not 100% sure about his magical prowess.
Well, that, and he did lie to us.
Yeah, there's also that. Is Miss Buttersby still wearing the locket?
Miss Buttersby comes down with a tray of food, just like, and yes, she's wearing the locket. Actually, did she put it on?
No,
she's not. You were saying you were holding it, so
I think I was just holding. So it's probably just in like an apron pocket. At this point, and I'll hand out. What have I made? Just a hearty chicken salad, chicken bacon.
Ooh.
Fuck yes.
With like a creamy dressing.
Ooh.
And then
I'm so glad I ate before stream. Otherwise,
I did not, and
I didn't.
I'm hating myself.
Capsicum and carrots.
Yeah. I've got all your favorites, so whatever. Like I already know. So I've like individualized it depending on if you like tomatoes. There's tomatoes. If you don't, there's red onion. If you want that little bit of extra bite.
Oh heck
maybe
yes.
some olives. Yeah.
Fuck me up with red onion. Just.
And I hand everyone a bowl and fork as we stand over this amulet, and I say, "Oh, you wanted the locket," and I pull that out.
Well, I was just thinking.
Happy dance as the bowl's given.
I was just thinking if we want to try and do this, like, if the corruption can be separated from the soul, then the soul also needs to go somewhere. But we want, like, the soul is going to have an opinion about that. So what if the locket, like, can you sort of stand in as Jenny and, like, use the locket as, like, a good focal point to draw his soul, and then we'll work on pulling all the bad shit out of it?
Yeah, I could give that a go for sure.
Are we sure we want to pull the bad shit out? Why can't we just pull the good, the soul?
Keep bad shit in. Well, we could do that too.
I think, yes, whatever magic you're going to do on this to separate the souls, you just let me know which one's happening, and I'll stand here with the locket.
Also, I'm entirely guessing that this is even a thing. I'm trusting Fiona. I'm taking her word and the fact that I did anything close to weird stuff just now. I did not expect that to work, and then it did.
Either 3 things happen. 1, all of it comes out, but it's no good. 2, all of it comes out, but they're separated, which is not so bad, manageable. And 3, just the good soul comes out. So I think this is okay, right? I mean, I don't see any other circumstances in which anything could happen.
Seems like only a 1 in 3 chance of something bad happening, which is great odds. I say we go for it.
I don't know. I usually go for 50-50, but
50-50. I mean, 50-50.
I will preface this by saying I have never done anything like this before, so
Neither have I.
Have you studied or like read or like you're the big brains? Just because you
I
haven't
have a
done
soul.
something you don't know.
And I can encourage you like there's no tomorrow. Miss Pendergast, you are quite a brilliant mind.
well, I appreciate the votes of self-confidence. This is not easy magic either. There could be factors of all this that I'm not even aware of. I just want to pose what the potential risks are. Because I want to ensure that all of you can back out if you want to.
Group ritual it is.
Or Atunas.
Oh, gods.
Yeah, I say ship it.
Yeah.
Full send.
Or maybe we could talk to Misura.
We still don't know what the whole involvement is with Masura. I still do not remember.
Man.
We could also just throw this red ruby out. See? Just throw it away. Maybe I'll gift it to the Steel Kings.
Comes back the next day.
Oh, I like that.
Oh no! I hold on, wait. Like, the Steel Kings mentioned the Lord of Smiles. I feel like giving them a Lord of Smiles touch thing that's like, hi, I'd like to add this fire to this dynamite.
Yes, but could you imagine the promotion I would get?
Can you imagine the fuckery that would happen to this city if no?
Actually, yeah. Did I tell you that the dude that I like bludgeoned into a pulp?
17 times,
He
yes.
smiled. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
think
bad.
that's squishy.
That's bad vibes.
We
he
heard it.
smiled
dear.
the whole time.
I don't
Like,
like
even
that.
through split lips and missing teeth and broken jaws, he was smiling.
I think there's a word for a condition like that in such similar circumstances. I cannot remember it, though.
What are you guys laughing at?
I don't know. Haley
I
broke
could-
herself and Matt acknowledged it, and I missed it.
Somebody clip jars. It's the 4-syllable jaws. It's so good.
Is that what I said?
You said
There
it, yeah.
were so many R's in the word.
There's just like W's and U's and R's just leading on to
Broken jaws.
It was perfect. It got me so perfectly. I was like, and then I just repeated it, but I was muted. But Matt caught the mouth movement.
I saw the mouth movement.
It's like a garage all over again.
Yes, it was That's exactly what it was.
Oh my gosh.
Love you so much.
Damn
Taylor.
it.
Oh.
Beautiful. 12 out of 10.
That was a foot long of a word.
Amazing.
I didn't know jaw was an 8-letter word.
Shiruma.
But yeah, I think if he was smiling while giving him a back alley dentist appointment, I gotta think that that's bad news to then give them, oh hi, here's this corrupted soul that was corrupted by like this weird nihilistic demigod dude. That's screaming bad vibes to me. I think we try a little soul tug of war right now and get this over and done with.
I was just
No,
testing
maybe
you, seeing if we were still the
windows.
good guys.
Now. You ready to try this?
Right.
How do we try this?
Fuck it, I don't know. I'm gonna do the thing I did before, and
Start
I will.
a group ritual, I imagine.
I
I'm
will
going to stand
spend.
the locket. I'm going to
Yes.
call my game.
You
I am
you
Jenny.
focus on Jenny.
I am
I'm
Jenny.
gonna. I am Jenny. Hold on,
We are Jenny.
let me pop this elixir real quick. I'm gonna spend 3 inventory points to do an elixir because I don't think this is gonna be 23 mind points or less on the ritual. But so I figured
Do I need to do that also? If I don't have many mind points left, I might do that as well. Can I
think
take
it's
an
just
elixir?
one-
Is that a
I think
thing? Is it an
you can.
inventory thing?
I think it's just one person doing the ritual.
I
though,
think
has to spend mind
rituals,
points.
yeah, are the caster spends the mind points. And then yes, the others are just a group check. So you all will do
Okay.
the check to basically help out.
Does Matt need to do a check as well?
Yeah, so it's a group check. So there's the main ritual check that will be rolled, and all of you will roll to add a +1 to that main check, basically.
Beautiful. All right, excellent. That's wonderful. Can I also encourage?
You can.
Beautiful. I will do that either at my turn or before, whatever is happening. I say, we are Jenny.
We
Right,
are
we are Jenny.
Groot.
Can I cast mirror again?
What does mirror do? I can't remember.
I twist the laws of magic until the spell ends. If an offensive spell is cast on the target, the creature who casts the offensive spell is targeted instead.
I think you've already cast it in this scene.
I've cast
so
it. Yeah.
you can. Yeah, sorry. Yes, you can cast it in the scene. The duration is until the end of the scene.
It has to be a different
Yes.
person. So you
Yes.
could load
Yeah,
up
yeah, yeah.
all of us with that, but you can't double stack it on one person.
No. I wasn't going to stack it.
Yeah.
I was thinking because Miss Buttersby is like anchoring herself. If something goes wrong and there's like an offensive like defense mechanism or something, I'm trying to protect her.
Yes.
As you do that, the cookie sheet heals on my back. The metal just from that bullet hole that happened.
And again, you hear a shattering of glass, but you don't see anything.
My measuring cups.
Yes.
Okay, so you are doing a ritual, an arcanum ritual, arcanist ritual, whatever word I'm looking for.
Yes. Arcanism with I think we said the void domain last time.
Okay.
So just basically trying to take this, like, I'm picturing like if this is a soul that can be fixed, that there's like dirt on it and just like pulling the dirt off of it and like untwining like the metaphysical rope of these two things conjoined.
Okay. Interesting.
That's
Trying
why
to
I was thinking
think.
it might be more of like a ritualism sort of thing, since you're doing the manipulation of magic anyway.
Extract magic from an object, activate a soul circuit, sense the presence of magic. Yeah. So do you have ritualism?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you might actually be the leader on this then.
Yeah. You all should. Anybody who has magic should have ritualism.
Isn't that
I
something
believe.
we take though? We need
Uh,
to spend a level
But
point to.
Newfangled religion,
Nope.
I hear.
Nope.
Is that what this
Entropist,
is?
one of the free benefits is you may perform rituals whose effects fall within the ritualism discipline. So ritualism is the one that usually you get for free, and then you have to take a skill to get your specific class-based one. So like ritual entropism is a skill that entropists could take to do entropism-based rituals.
Right. And arcanists are the only like spellcaster I think that doesn't get
weird one.
ritualism because it's not really your magic. It's like
It's something else.
yeah.
Okay.
Also, I can do rituals for free.
Anyone who has
I
a
think
spellcast, you have the ritualism
Yeah.
discipline.
Oh, that's what that that means. I thought I had to take ritual entropism to get. Okay, cool.
You can't do
You can do
intropist.
ritualism rituals.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can't do intropist rituals until you take the
You take that
ritual
specific feat.
entropism
Yep.
ability.
Rituals. So think of it like in D&D 5e, how different spells have different schools. So there's like conjuration for summoning things, abjuration for protecting things. This is the same thing where ritualism, being able to cast magic ritually, is one whole thing, but within it there are subdomains. There is
Right.
ritualism, which is extract magic from an object, activate a soul circuit, sense the presence of magic, that kind of stuff, which most casters just get by default. You can always do ritualism stuff. If you were to take the entropism ritualism skill, you could then, for example, cause the decay of physical matter, twist the flow of time, teleport creatures or items. I took the arcanism skill to be able to do arcanism rituals, which is basically produce a magical effect based on the arcana you have bound. And mine has void, time, and travel as its domain. So I was doing void shit for the second campaign
That's
in a
so
row.
fucking cool.
Yeah, the spellcasting
I,
in this is really cool.
I misunderstood that. Okay. Well, I know what I'm doing next
That's
level
really
up.
cool. Well, looks like who's going to do the ritual then?
So I don't actually need to do the inventory points to do my magic mind points back up, because I think if Fiona is leading it, it sounds like you are. Because this falls into ritualism. I feel like you're the smarter one. I can lend some muscle to this, but this is more delicate, and I am not delicate. So I feel like you should take the lead on this.
All right. Then
Well, I will cast mirror on you as well.
what
All
does
right.
mirror do again?
It's reflect. So if
Reflect.
if an offensive spell targets you, it's reflect. If it's a multiple thing, it will still hit other targets as intended.
Mm-hmm.
It's only the mirrored creature that it's directed back.
That would be hilarious if something like multi-target did happen and you have mirror on like 2 or 3 of us, and it's like, haha, like 3 times.
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping.
Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste.
No.
Like shooting
Cancel.
a laser beam in a mirror room, like just like yeah.
Yeah, incredible.
Every time it hits a corner, it multiplies.
All right.
Alrighty.
So
Fix my mind.
we're doing a ritualism ritual.
Nice.
I guess what is your goal with the ritual? Because that's going to determine what it's going to take.
Our goal is to separate the souls and to move the good soul into the locket. Whatever happens as a result of that is up to you, I guess.
Okay.
But that is our goal, I believe, is if anyone wants to correct me.
No, that's pretty much the gist of it.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay. We are going to say that is a major ritual, which means that base cost is 40 MP, and it's going to take a 13 to beat.
Okay.
It is individual, so it's only a ×1 on the MP. It doesn't change that. So it's going to cost 40 mind points to cast.
Okay.
And
I have enough of.
Can you run out of mind points, or do you die?
No,
You can run it.
yeah.
It can go to 0 and
Okay,
there's no.
beautiful. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't the same as hit points.
Why
That's
are
not
you
good.
saying that right
It's not
before
like-
we
it's
do
not like-
this, Haley?
Because I only have 10 left. I
Oh,
want to
okay.
make sure.
You actually don't die when you run out of HP either in this game. It's
Unless
just
you want to.
unless you want
And
to,
the-
and in that is there's
Ooh.
like conditions around when that can happen,
Okay.
specifically. But yeah. Okay, so
I'm excited. This is gonna be cool.
this is an insight willpower check.
Okay.
Anyone who's helping, this is a group check. If you're doing a group ritual, you will roll insight willpower as
Standing
well
in a diamond.
around the amulet.
Yeah, around the amulet, and I'm standing at the 1 point with the thing.
What are you holding?
I feel like Fiona and I are opposite each other, and then Ruin and Sisha are opposite
In
each
the
other.
On the other
And
side.
I'm holding
So-
the locket where we want the
Yes.
soul to go into.
Okay.
And should the ruby thing, like, should we not touching it, but like just get something, just nudge the amulet a little bit closer to Fiona?
Just get a stick.
I
Just...
don't think so. I think if we were around it, it'll be good.
Okay.
Okay.
What are we rolling?
So
I
everyone,
don't want to touch it.
we'll start with the three people who are not doing the actual check. So everyone but Fiona will roll insight plus willpower.
All right. Insight. And do we get to add anything? Oh, I don't have any bonds with Fiona.
You wouldn't add anything for a bond anyway, unless you're invoking it to improve, which costs a Fabula point.
I got a 10 on my D10.
Nice.
All right.
Team. I'm
I
holding
got-
strong.
I got a 13.
Okay.
8 and a 5.
Matt?
I got a 7. I've been debating on if I want to re-roll one of those dice, but
I do have divination.
don't waste it on me. Save it. Save divination for Fiona, because Fiona is the only
Oh,
check
I
that
also-
really matters.
Oh, I also have lucky number 7, so like I'm okay for myself.
I'm gonna let it stand. I think this is like Ruin
Dice tell the story.
Ruin not understanding this is just like helping and trying to, but like clearly not a caster, and is just sort of like muscle heading his way through trying to help, but it's messy. And I think maybe what Fiona sees is that like as she's seeing this soul magic happening and the untangling, is that like Ruin's soul like leaves his body. It just like wiggles around. Like it is not strongly tethered, and it just kind of moves around too easily. And so he's kind of getting lost in the sauce a little bit here.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So Fiona will roll insight willpower
Okay.
with a plus
And I-
2.
Mhm.
I also
Does-
encourage my dear Miss Pentacast. And
Real
so
quick.
you may choose a die to upgrade once.
Nice.
Okay.
Does anyone have do either of you have a bond with Fiona? Miss
I do.
Buttersby? You do? What's the strength of that
Yes.
bond?
It is. What does that mean?
So
How many emotions?
Just
One.
one.
One. So it's actually +3. So you get to add the strongest
Ooh.
bond you have with the leader from amongst all the people who added in the group checks.
Ooh.
So it's +3, and now with the encouragement, you get to up one of your dice by one size.
Yeah, I'm thinking because it's a D10 and a D8. I think I might shoot for turning the D8 into a D10.
Double
kind of
D10.
like
Yeah.
kind of even it out. Double D's. Sorry.
Double Ds.
Double D's. All right, and I have to beat a 13, right?
13, but you got +3, so you just need 10 on the dice.
Okay. If anything like the last
I believe in
clip
you.
that has been released
No.
from us.
I know. It had to be that clip today.
Redemption!
It had to be that clip today. Are we allowed to use Fabula points?
Yes.
Yeah, this is just a
But
normal
Saoirse
roll.
also has a reroll.
I have a reroll. As long I can't reroll. I can't use
Has to be
divination
both
on
dice.
fumbles.
Right. It's not a fumble.
Okay.
Okay.
Are both dice bad?
And
Yes.
what was it?
A 1 and a 4.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, let's divvy
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's divvy that.
I love how the whole party is to counteract all of my bad rolls. Yay!
Dude, you and me both. We consume all the rerolls, us two.
Look, one Fabula point has already been spent today, so let's just keep spending.
And that way we can level up. We can get more XP.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta fuck this up. Good.
No, don't.
Fuck. Okay, that went out of bounds. Let me roll that again. Oh, thank God. That's +3. See?
Say.
18.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So the ritual succeeds. It increased by that's over 3, so you get an extra point. So basically, what this is going to do is it will resolve the haunting clock. The way that this is going to work. And what that
Wait,
means,
what's that other block?
Wyvern repairs.
Oh,
We don't care about that anyway.
That's our downtime.
Yes.
We're not there yet.
Sorry, I had it squished.
So, as you begin the ritual, I think sort of across the board here, each of you navigating something that none of you have ever done before, right? You maybe have read, Fiona especially has maybe read some like soul magic tomes and like has some idea of what's going on here, knows the words to say, knows the incantations, like all of that kind of stuff. So as you begin to extract the pure soul and try to leave behind the darker part of the soul, the similar to what you saw actually in the vision that you had, or the echo that you had right before this, this sort of pale white soul energy begins to leach out of the amulet in front of you, and as it does, the amulet rises off of the table and it begins to float about 12 inches off of the top of the altar. And you're directing this energy into the locket.
Yeah, the good energy, the good soul.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I want Miss Buttersby to be ready at any moment to snap the locket in her hand and turn her body and use herself as a guard. If anything else was to like leach out afterwards.
Okay. Cool. All right.
If that
So
might not do anything, but it might.
So as you pull the soul energy out, you can see it starts to trickle into the locket. And as it does, the locket kind of begins to glow. You can see the rubies on the amulet darken. They were where they were more of like a dark ruby. They are now becoming just like pitch black. They're losing sort of the like luster and sheen that like even like a darker like gem would have, and are becoming just Vanta black pits of darkness. And this goes on for a little bit. It takes a little bit of time, especially to separate, to really sieve the darker parts of this energy from the original soul. It takes some time. And as it does, small tendrils of black filter out of the ruby and sort of reach for the soul leaving the amulet. You do what you can. You get to the end of what you think should be the end of the soul. And as the last trickle of pure white soul energy leaves the amulet, those tendrils lash out. And as they do, the soul snaps into the locket, and the tendrils are left kind of flailing about with nothing to hold on to. They rip themselves out of the amulet, and in front of you is a pitch black, Vanta black entity with a, man, if you could like somehow there is like differentiation between the levels of pitch blackness that this thing has, and you can just make out a round mask and slits where the eyes should be, and a creature that kind of looks at you and lets out and we're gonna go
No.
into a conflict scene.
Yeah.
Ooh, yay!
Feels like a weird wind up, like
is this
owl
thing?
face marionette.
Oh, don't say. Taylor
That's
doesn't
kinda
like
what I was getting.
puppets, remember?
No,
I
it's
know.
fine. It's fine. There's no.
Okay.
It's not jumping at me. It's
Not yet.
hiding in
It's
the corner of
going
my room. It's
to.
fine.
Yeah,
Not
see?
yet.
I told you.
It's fine. In my mind, I can picture it as something else.
So we're gonna go ahead and do our initiative check. This is another group check. So we just rolled one group check. We're gonna roll another.
Wait.
Basically, this is the
Story
Dex
of a
plus
girl.
Insight check for all of you. Yes.
Insight.
These are the ones I'm really bad at.
And I have a -1 to my initiative. Dang it. Hang on.
Fiona's. Do we think Fiona's still the leader? Because it was whatchamacallit. She was
I think
leading the
so.
ritual.
Yeah.
Oh, goody.
I'm currently prone on the ground with the locket like
Oh,
wrapped
no.
into my like stomach. Cookie
Oh.
sheet on my back, protecting me from the tendrils.
Wait, what is it? It's a
Oh,
Dex
no.
plus.
Dex plus
and
Insight.
Insight.
I would have helped, but then I forgot my initiative modifier is -3. So sorry.
-3?
I've got big armor, man.
11.
Oh shit.
Nice. So that's gonna be +2 for Fiona.
Woohoo.
I rolled a 10 -1, 9.
Does
Oh.
not make it. Needed a
plus
10.
2.
So +2. Go ahead and roll your initiative or your Dex Insight, Fiona.
Yeah. Okay.
+2.
+2.
Well, it's gonna be a straight roll then, because my initiative is -2.
-2.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh no.
Worst case scenario just means the thingy goes first. It's not that bad.
Yeah, but we have one person prone, and then one person
Ah,
who's
it's
responsible
fine.
for
There's no-
all this to begin with.
There's no such
Also
thing as
prone.
prone in this game. There are like status conditions,
I'm just
but
saying it for
yeah.
like so you understand
Narrative.
like the position I'm in is like protective.
You're
I'm
protecting
guarded
Gotcha.
right now. The locket.
I got a 12.
Meets it beats it in this game. I think with
I think so.
initiative, I
Please.
believe. So yeah, you all will go first.
Hooray!
Nice.
We did it.
So no clock on this conflict yet. If you all have ideas and goals of the things that you want to try to do here, remember, this does not mean pure combat. This is a conflict scene, which means that anything that you want to try to do to prevent this thing or lock this thing away or whatever your goal is going to be in this.
Let's just run the locket to the sea. Just
You could. But basically a conflict scene just means that we're going in an order instead of having sort of like a narrative roleplay-y kind of scene. So yeah, who would like to go first on amongst you all? What would you like to do? It's up to you.
I have an easy thing. If anyone wants to see the stupid guy do stupid things, I can go first.
Yay, stupid
Go
goes
for it. We love
first.
stupid.
It feels like this should not work, that there's no way this is gonna work. But you know what? It's a weird, creepy thing. Fuck it. We swing. We ball. This is I got one thing that I do. And I have my walking stick with me, right? We're in real space again. We're not in
Yes.
one of those echoes. Okay. So very quickly, like, whips out the walking stick, taps it to like heavy against the shoulder armor, and just swings it out in a wide arc as the armor starts to peel off that shadow that forms the top of the axe. And maybe it's immune or gets healed by void damage, or dark damage, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do I got it in the can, so I'm gonna do a shadow strike. So
Nice.
first I hurt myself. Pew. Voice roll so good for that.
What, hitting yourself?
I hit myself so.
Why are you hitting yourself, Matt? Why are you hitting yourself?
I deal 9 damage to myself,
Jesus Christ, Matt.
Amazing.
and then I make my might test, my might knight to hit this thing. Creepy.
You can't
nope.
roll poorly. That's my job.
Creepy goes away. That is going to be a 12 to hit it.
A great question. That Dex die, right? Yeah. Max Dex die is
Dex die.
Yeah,
and they usually like might have a modifier
yeah.
to stuff.
Meets it, beats it, so it does hit.
Yay!
Okay, we know its defense is 12. Okay, it's achievable. Okay, hold on. Math has to happen now. Fuck. It's my axe. And my axe. Okay. 30 points of dark damage.
Cool.
Oh,
Hey!
I'm
As
assuming
you-
dark damage does not do
As
what I
you
want it
hit
to do.
this-
Yeah.
The energy that sort of leeches off of you and into the axe and into the strike just crashes like waves against the darkness of this thing's body, and it sort of dissipates out. It is immune to dark damage.
Oh, goody.
But hey, now we know that.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. That's my turn.
That's okay. Using action.
Now it gets to go, right?
Yes. Yeah,
No,
correct. Sorry.
oh.
Yeah, so it's back and
popcorns
forth.
between the two sides.
Yes.
Oh. So it technically gets more turns than us.
If it has more actions per round, it can. We don't know.
Got you.
Yeah, so like now this thing will go, but then you all
It's
will
even
go.
with the team, not with us
Yeah.
individually.
Yes.
Yes.
Got you.
Okay. So, this might be our first character. This thing is a little tough. That we might see our first 0 HP hit here. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
So because I'm not a metagaming little bitch, I am going to use this spell. It is going to target one of you, which I should have gotten dice out because that is what we're doing here, is having dice.
We need dice?
Good job.
Yeah.
This is my...
Good tip.
I've been pulling numbers out of my ass.
All right, we're going to go... 1 is Haley, 2 is Matt, 3 is Mel, 4 is Taylor. That's a 4. Taylor, did you cast Mirror on yourself?
I did.
Oh, no. Incredible. So it is
Of
going
all the
to Ghostly Wail. This is a spell, a magic attack.
Okay.
So this is a...
Cool.
So this is going to be your magic defense. So whatever your magic defense is what I'm trying to beat with this roll.
It's an insight +2.
So what is
can I
your
roll
what's your
a
insight
D6,
die? No.
or is it-
It's your D6. It is the
D6.
max value of your insight die +2. So 8. Okay.
Is my magic defense.
So I rolled a 10. The good thing is that is with a +5. So I rolled very low. So your damage is
The
pretty
high roll
low.
is
The high
pretty
roll is
low.
still pretty low.
Okay.
So that is going to be
Magic defense.
23 points of ice damage.
Oh, okay. Cool. How many?
23.
Cool.
Before you do that, however, as the ice sort of like leaches out, this thing like screeches that screech again. And in the depths of your mind, you feel this sort of like crystallization of ice kind of like coming over you. You, for just a second, you hear just a little "Whoop," and you're gonna take half damage resistance. You have resistance for one thing here, because your Fey pups are with you. So this is the one-time thing. It won't apply like it's like once per scene, basically. You can go ahead and add this as like an ability if you want. Once per scene, you can like take half damage on ice damage and subsequently fire damage as well. To match the sides. But you are shaken.
Is
So
that a condition?
that is
Oh, yes, it is
a
a condition.
status effect,
That is a condition.
which means that your
Mhm.
willpower die reduces by 1. So whatever
Okay.
your willpower is goes down 1 die size. So what is your willpower die?
It is a D10, so it's now a
D8.
D8.
Yep.
Are these permanent? Or
No.
Let's do this combat.
Just once the status
So-
effects go away, you're
And I looked this up, by the way, because I was curious. The status effects decreasing, any temporary decrease to your die size does not impact HP or MP or any of the stats that are derived from those dice. Because boy, what a headache that would be. But yeah.
Yeah, same with like armor or like defense and magic defense. It does not reduce your die size there.
Yeah, cool. Okay. So
Cool. So yes, that is the ghastly wail of this creature.
okay.
Who would like to go next?
I was in crisis. I am because of I forget which one it is. I think it's J. Because of J, I am no longer in crisis.
Yes, that's the ice one. I had to look it up.
Yeah.
Are the tendrils, now that it's out, is it just lashing out randomly at people, or is it still like trying to reach for the locket?
It does not seem to be reaching for the locket anymore.
Beautiful.
If you had to guess, it's looking for something to bind itself to again, right? This thing is some amount of like dark soul energy. You just filtered out the thing that it was parasited onto. So now it's just looking for something else.
It's looking for another host.
In that case, unless either one of you has another idea of going next.
Hang on, wait, read an ability.
I had an idea, but he's not going after the locket, so that crossed out the idea. And now I'm unsure if I should just see if regular weapon attacks hurt it, is what I was thinking, just to like
We don't
test
know that
out.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might do that.
At the very least, that is helpful information for Ruin to have, because if my
Yeah.
Shadow Strike doesn't work and regular weapons don't work, then I am looking for other things to do.
Yeah, then the rest of my turn is going to be guarding Ruin, because he's the perfect vessel.
Yeah.
So I will.
I already got 2 heads in this body. Let's not
you-
add to it. No.
Saoirse, was there anything that you wanted to do, or are you
I was going to. I'm happy for you to go. I have a status effect spell, and there's something else that I can do, which I'm not sure will work. But you go.
All right, I'm just going to try out regular weaponry. And I have my knife, and I pull it out, and I slice him.
All right,
So
roll me
Dex plus might. Is this
an attack.
You gotta beat a 12 or meet it.
Dex? Dex and might is D8s. And I have a +4 to this.
Woohoo! And you have the reflect too. You have the mirror in case he attacks you.
Yes, that's true.
It's a spell. That only works for
9, 10,
spells.
11, 12,
12.
13, 14, 15, 16. Do I get him?
Yeah, that hits. Roll me damage.
Get him!
Right. What is high roll +6? So high roll is an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Or I guess you didn't
14
roll
points of-
damage. Okay, as you lunge at this creature with your knife, it just phases, and the knife passes right through. You stumble through to the other side. However, everyone, make me an insight roll real quick.
Okay. I'm good at those.
I'm good at those.
I'm not the worst at those.
I am not great.
Oh,
This is
no.
my worst- This
Not
is my
today.
worst skill.
Not today.
Oh, a 4.
11.
Can I use my Fabula point?
You can. This is not like a critical roll. I will
Okay,
say
never mind.
it's
Well,
I-
Tales of
save it.
Initiative.
yeah, right. This is Tales of Initiative. Yeah.
I'll save it then. It's just a 5. It's not a fumble.
Okay.
So
Okay. Cool. Who's going next? The creature doesn't get to go again because it only has one attack per.
Oh, it only has one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's not the worst.
I'll go next then.
Just double checking.
okay.
Saoirse didn't get anything for 11 on the insight, right?
No.
Okay. In that case, I'm already low on points anyway for MP, but to
Oh, actually, just quickly, were you missing any hit points?
I was not. No.
Okay, perfect. Just double checking. Because I do heal
I
you as
wasn't
well when
either.
I level up your thing, so I just want to double
Away.
check.
So, seeing as how physical attacks don't seem to be doing anything, and seeing as how this guy seems to be like a drunk white girl where I took away her McDonald's, so he's not happy. So I am actually going to do Elemental Shroud, which is you weave magical energy and protect the targets from the fury of the elements. You choose a damage type: air, bolt, earth, fire, or ice. And until the spell ends, each target gains resistance to the chosen damage type. I have to spend 5 MP, and I'm doing it towards these 3 for a total of 15. So then that lasts until the end of the scene. So all of you now have resistance towards ice damage.
Nice.
Is it max 3 people, or do you not have the MP to give it to yourself too?
It's a max of 3 people.
Max of
Fiona's
3.
more concerned about all of you than she is
That's
about
valid.
her right now. So
No, that's
And
okay.
I've already partially protected you as well. So
Yeah.
All right, so that's 15 MP.
Buffing the defenses.
And I don't remember if we only have one action, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're done. I'm done then with that.
Okay.
Saoirse, our last person.
alrighty. Let's
Have
You know,
the
I'll
dogs
do-
attack him.
Sick 'em.
Sick him, boy.
with me spiritually.
Okay, then
not
you sick him.
physically. I am going to spend 10 mind points, and I'm going to cast Stop.
Okay.
On this marionette.
Yes.
Give us a little bit of time to figure out how to hurt it.
Give us a round to figure this shit out. Yeah. Love that.
Yeah, so I trap a foe inside a circle of altered time and space. The target will perform 1 fewer action on their next turn to a minimum of 0 actions.
Nice.
Okay.
So there is the sound of ticking, and then the ticking just gets slower and slower until the ticking stops, and this marionette-looking thing is literally frozen.
Cool.
Further.
I think you have to roll for it.
I think it is a it's an offensive spell, so
Oh,
that
shit.
is insight
true.
willpower.
Ah, my willpower was reduced. Oh gosh, dang it! Insight willpower. Nope. D8. Where's my D8? There. I rolled 2 5s.
That's
It's
a 10.
not a
It's not a
crit, though.
crit,
Bummer.
sadly. But that is higher than its magic defense, which is an 8.
Yay!
Yeah.
Good job.
So as the spell goes off, you hear the ticking of a clock. The ticks down. This is what was the status effect? It's slow, correct?
It doesn't do stats.
Stop.
It just has.
Oh,
one
is it just
fewer
stop?
action.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's
Yeah.
yeah. My spell is stop, so it 1 fewer actions.
Okay, interesting. I have to think about how this works then.
It just misses
Okay,
its
I'm
turn, like
gonna
the
be
skeletons do.
mean. As the
Shocker.
clock sounds tick out, the creature that you think should be freezing and stopping in front of you doesn't. The magic does not affect it.
Rude. What?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's
Okay.
not good.
Oh, not good at all. Real not good.
So what's left if magic pew-pews and hitting it with giant stick does not work?
We've not tried elemental damage. But yeah, we're running low on things for him too.
I'm all
Yeah, I don't have elemental magic, and it's immune to
I'm
dark.
gonna try persuading it.
Are you?
I got a
Streamlabs.
message saying welcome to the chat, so clearly something related.
I don't. Okay, there we go. I think we might be back. Okay,
We're
There we go.
back.
Yep.
we are.
Yeah, I have welcome to the chat room.
I
Hello.
swear to God,
Hello.
fucking. Hey, I need to call AT&T because this keeps happening. My internet just keeps dying, and it's like past the modem level, and I have no idea why. So I gotta call them and figure that shit out. But not that they're gonna be helpful, but anyway, I don't know what the last thing we saw there was, but
The stop spell
stop spell didn't work.
did
Yes,
not stop.
Yes.
Did
Right,
not
then-
work.
Stop is a offensive spell, but it's a status spell, not an elemental spell. So we don't know if elemental.
We've
But
not tried
darkness
elemental
is
damage.
an
Do we
element.
have any, does anyone have any elemental magic?
I could try something on my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're back up to you now, aren't we?
We're back up to the top. We've all
Sure.
gone, and it's had its turn, but we get to go
Yeah.
first of the
Mhm.
round. So if we want me to try something, I can try
Yes.
something.
Do it. Unless you
Okay.
want me to defend you first.
Nah, that's fine.
Okay.
There's
There
one
are
other thing
there
I
are
can
good
try.
things that can
fine.
happen if it punches me. I got hit points to burn.
Cool. Beautiful.
Ruin is just gonna, all right, let's see this, and he's just gonna like take out this small little like dented piece of nonsense that's in his pocket that he picked up on a train, and is just going to like really like brace himself and connect the two like leads for this little like arcane circuit, and then chuck it. I'm gonna do the inventory action. I'm gonna spend 2 inventory points to make an elemental shard. And I'm gonna do 10 bolt damage to it, just to see if anything is sticking to
Okay.
this thing.
Amazing. I'm so glad that we're finally using inventory points. We're trying this stuff out.
Yeah.
Is that a roll? That should be an attack roll, right? I can't remember.
It just says IP cost 2, one creature suffers 10
Okay.
damage of a type of your choice. I
Okay.
think because it's only 10,
Yeah.
there's no roll involved. It's just, so I think like flavor wise, he's just like connecting the leads to like make the arcane circuit work. It's just like jamming it into this like shadowy marionette blob to
Yeah.
like zap himself into the armor. It won't hit him, but like zap this thing. He's
Okay.
making an impromptu taser.
Yeah. Nothing happens. No damage.
Cool.
Nothing seems to hit this. Everyone go ahead and give me another insight check.
Okay.
I
Even
will
if
remind
botched
you.
this check, I'm gonna say a thing because I think.
Yeah. I will
Okay,
remind
I think I
you.
have an idea.
You have study
Yeah.
actions. There are other things you can
Yes.
do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, my insight
Oh,
insight
okay.
sucks right now.
Yeah, so does mine.
What
4.
does a double 6 give me?
That's a crit.
12 with a crit.
So
Wait, is 6 your insight die?
Yes.
It doesn't matter. It's
It
6
doesn't
or
matter.
higher doubles.
The die themselves
Oh.
don't matter. If the numbers match with the die, then it's still a crit.
Okay.
Wait, so my double 5s meant nothing.
No,
It
Oh,
needs to be a
higher,
6 or
it's not.
higher.
6 or higher.
Oh, got you. Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
my
so
bad, my bad.
if on 2d8s you do 2 7s, that's a crit. If
Yeah.
on a
Got you.
if on a d10 you do two 8s, then that's a
Nines.
crit. Like it doesn't matter.
Got
Yeah.
you. Yep.
Cool.
6 cool. Sorry, I misunderstood that.
No.
You
No,
sound
no.
All right.
It is
So
confusing. I get confused sometimes as well. I got 2 3s one time and did a dance in my head, and I was like, "That's not right."
okay. What did everyone else roll?
13.
Okay.
8.
Okay. So none of you rolled high enough. Actually, technically Haley included. But a crit means that it's a critical success. You just automatically
Okay.
you get a success. It will also
Yes.
be an opportunity.
Ooh.
So
Oh, yes.
you can use your
That's my
opportunity
picture.
in a couple different ways. Yeah. So you can look at those, decide what you want to
Big
do. With the success on this, you see as that like lightning bolt damage kind of like funnels out of this piece of magic, or this elemental shard, it seems like for the briefest of brief seconds, it gets into the amulet.
It's absorbing.
It's getting shunted back. It might not be hurting it, but it is pushing it back.
Yeah.
No, sorry. The elemental
Oh,
energy goes into the amulet,
Oh, it's
not the
going-
creature.
Yes.
The elemental amulet. The amulet seems to be absorbing
Redirecting.
anything that you do to this thing.
Oh, shit.
we need to break
I would-
the amulet.
This is not me medding. The thing that I was gonna say, like after this, was just like, try a fucking amulet. This thing is just nothing.
Yeah.
Like just
I also
That-
was thinking
I
it,
feel
but I
really
was
dumb
like, I
now.
don't want the whole thing out. Like I was tossing up between the two.
just Gimli this amulet. Like, what, have we
Then
tried
I would
smashing the
like-
One Ring with an axe?
Beautiful. So then with this thing, I would like to use this opportunity to do a lost item. And so as Ruin is pushing the elemental shard towards it, he smacks it into the amulet and it shatters then and there.
Okay.
An item is destroyed, lost, stolen, or left behind.
Is that a
Okay.
thing? Can I do it?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh,
You
I
told
wanted to
me that the
steal.
amulet is what was doing it. And
Yeah.
then you said read the opportunities.
So my okay.
It might be not a magical item. which is fine
So
if you wanna
it's
rule
not
it
it's
out.
not that it's not a magical. It's that this enemy. The amulet is part of the enemy. So like it's
Mhm.
it is a weird. This is where the weirdness of the rules kind of come in. Is that like this?
Mhm.
It's an item, and outside of the conflict scene, it is an item. But like in the conflict scene, it's part of the creature.
Okay.
I will say.
So then, should I use scan then, and I discover one vulnerability?
Yeah, so I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give you an option here.
I'm just gonna choose faux pas and make
yeah.
someone still a secret, just because we can't decide.
I'm gonna give you an option
I
here.
choose myself.
So
Yes.
there is more to the amulet than you know. I will tell you first and foremost, it has an HP, so it's something that you can destroy.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So you could scan and potentially learn something new about the creature or this amulet or something around that. You could also use information. I'll say like because we're still learning the game, I would not use scan. Right now, I'll just tell you this for free. Right now, the creature has no vulnerabilities. It is immune to
Yeah.
everything. The reason that I was confused
Okay,
with Taylor's
alright.
thing is that it's immune to all status effects. It is technically that's not a status effect, but like I think in the lore of like what's happening here,
Spirit of what is going on.
yeah, this thing can't be
Yeah,
hit
okay.
with anything right now.
Yes.
Um,
yeah. All right. Perfect.
So I would
Then I'll use
suggest using information.
then.
But again, you
Yeah.
are more than welcome. You could just destroy it. That is an option. I will let you say that you can do that if you want. There's also some information to be
No.
gleaned here if you would like some information that might be helpful.
Yes, I would like to find out how to get it out without destroying it. Then,
Okay,
if this amulet is going to be useful to us,
cool.
I say that actually would look so good on me. Those rubies would complement my skin tone like there's no tomorrow. So I want that necklace. I say to the rest of you, rest of you got magic. I want that magic necklace.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Valid.
So
And I'm gonna tug him out like a tug of war.
what you learn is, and I don't know. Well, we can say like how you figure this out after you figure it out if you'd like, or it can just be you got this
Yeah.
information.
Yeah, tell me the thing and I'll tell you how I figured it out.
So in Fabula Ultima, much like D&D, undead take damage on healing magic. So healing an undead thing causes it to lose half as many hit points as you like healed it for.
Mm-hmm.
Additionally, with this creature, healing magic applied to the amulet inverts its immunities for a round. So all of its immunities will become vulnerabilities, which means it takes double damage. If you heal the amulet, you can wombo combo that into just a massive hit on this thing. And I will just tell you, because we're the other.
No.
What?
And I will just tell you.
Oh, did I flicker out? Am I back?
Yeah, you
Okay, cool.
flickered again.
I'm still here.
So this thing has, so you also still can destroy the amulet. It has HP still. This thing will then.
So do potions need to be ingested, or can I pour it? Is that I need to work out how potions work? How do you? Because is
I don't
potions
think we
only
have
from
healing
ingesting?
magic otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
you can use
Otherwise,
a
I
potion.
can encourage the amulet. Yes, I can use a potion.
Yes,
All
potions will count.
Encourage the amulet. I love it.
It's the same thing.
I just
Potions.
did by telling it how I'm going to keep it and take care of it. I'm going to take care of you so good, amulet.
Potions, healing magic, healing spells, or arcanums all have opportunities to do damage to undead. So those all still account towards this amulet here. So, yes, the only other thing I will tell you, amulet is here. This sort of ties in. If you destroy the amulet, that goes away. This thing resets to its base immunities and vulnerabilities. So you can destroy the amulet and it will just be a normal creature, or you can heal the amulet and it will be wombo combo massive damage.
Nice.
Yes, I turn to the group and I say, my great uncle had a necklace just like this. It seems to be offering immunities to the shadow. We must. All we need to do is heal. It is undead. Apparently, healing works on undead to do damage. FYI.
I love
And
mechanics so much.
I think I said this. It's for a round. So at the end of the round,
Yes.
Okay, the vulnerabilities will reset to being
we're
immunities.
at the top of the. No, it's now the monster's turn.
Now the
Ruin
monster's
just had
turn on round
their
2.
turn.
Yeah.
But I share that information as the monster's attacking us.
Yes.
Cool.
Cool.
Rad. So
Oh, and don't destroy the necklace.
Wouldn't have
Reset
but,
him.
yeah.
Plus, I want it.
we will do just a basic attack on this. I think Ruin, since you were the one closest, you just reached your hand into it. It's gonna go ahead and do a Fury Claw on you, which is
Nasty.
gonna find my D12.
Of our turns.
Yep. Well, 3 of ours. I've already gone. It's everybody else's turn.
Okay, cool. So I can try something.
Yep.
Cool.
Just to clarify,
Because there's nothing else I can do.
when we use
Oh,
our
my back.
inventory points, when we use our inventory points, we make the item, but we cannot use it in the same round, right?
Yep. You use it in the
Mhm.
same round. Yep.
You
You
can.
can
Sweet.
use it.
Cool. Okay.
Use inventory action. You spend inventory points to produce and immediately use a consumable item.
Yes.
Okay.
'Cause the idea is that you don't ever use inventory points to I'll turn them all into healing potions right now. You spend them as you use them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, we are back. Good.
Hey, everybody.
So yes, creature's turn. I think the last thing we said was that it was a 14 to hit. That does hit.
14 to hit.
It's gonna do
How much
17 points
Okay.
of dark
That's not too
damage,
bad.
which I don't remember if you
No.
have resistance to
It's
yet.
the resistance to ice.
No?
Dark is
Okay.
not an
Ice.
option.
Resistance to ice.
Yeah.
If it's is this like an offensive spell or is this just a
No,
physical
it's just a
attack?
physical
Physical
attack.
Ruin has
The
damn it.
more painful part of this is that you suffer
Yeah.
enraged. Your Dex and
Ooh.
Insight die go down by 1,
No. Oh,
which is a
no.
little painful.
I am dumb.
What, are you a D4 now?
Well, it doesn't go below D6.
No, it cannot go below
the,
D6.
okay.
The Dex bumps off. I'm already as slow as I can be. But the Insight is now from a D8 down to a D6.
Yikes.
painful.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I didn't need to think anyway. Like,
oh my god.
Cool. So that is the creature's turn. We will then jump to whoever would like to go next.
Me.
Hersha, get him.
Are you gonna
Aye.
damage the amulet first?
No.
Do you want me to quickly do that? Because I'm going to waste my entire turn just quickly pouring a potion on it so then everything goes to the smoke. Or are you not doing that?
I'm not. I was going to attempt to soul steal.
Ooh.
Go for it.
Let me double check what Soul Steal is.
I may use an action to perform a Dex plus willpower check against a creature I can see. If I succeed, the target is a soldier. I recover skill level inventory points. If they are elite or a champion, the GM gives me a soul treasure, an item worth the amount of pence equal to or lower than the target's level, multiplying by 30 or 50. If they are, multiply by 30 or 50 if they're a villain.
Okay, cool.
The treasure will appear in my backpack.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Interesting.
That's just fun.
Yeah. So yes, we'll say that that's
so.
that will not be affected by the immunity because it's not like an offensive thing. It doesn't do damage. It doesn't like impact this thing at all. It's just a U ability. So yeah, you can go ahead and do that if you'd like. So dexterity plus willpower. You are still reduced on
my
willpower.
D8.
Yes.
Yep. So
Well, its magic defense is pretty low, so should be able to do this.
and then D10, D8. Oh gosh, dang it. 11.
Yeah, that succeeds. It only has a magic defense of 8.
Yes.
So interesting. I was not prepared with a soul treasure. This thing is an elite, however, so you do. It's not a soldier. It's not inventory points. You will be getting something.
Nice.
I will get back to you about what it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's a chunky bit of pence. That's
Yeah, it
30
is.
times its level.
Which is a lot. I don't actually. Hold on. I gotta. I can't remember if elites, do their levels technically count as I can't remember. I'll look it up. We'll figure out what it's worth, what it is. But you have that thing now. Whatever it is.
Nice.
Cool. The treasure will appear in my backpack. A creature can only be successfully stolen from once. I gain a bonus equal to skill level to your... Oh, it was a +2 as well.
Oh, nice.
So 13.
Cool. Yeah, that succeeds.
I have 2 points into Soul Steal.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Nice. Yep.
Neat.
So now
That's me.
is Miss Butterbee's turn.
Yes. I'm
Or
just going to...
Fiona's turn. Either one.
Yes.
But
I have to.
no, you were
Sorry, there's motorcycles
traffic.
outside, and my fucking microphone is too good now. Apparently,
We can hear it.
so my crucial thing, if we're gonna meta a little bit, is I'm not attacking right now. I'm trying to get some of my mind points back so I can do more damage. So I'm of no use if Miss Buttersby uses the potion. So I don't know.
So we need to wait for the next top of the round.
Yeah. So
You could do a because we get to control the turn order. Miss Buttersby can go first, top of the round, and heal. So you get a free turn to like set up right now, basically.
Cool. Then I will maybe I'll do the same thing.
Ooh, just both drink an elixir.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
while
I
we're
need an
looking at.
elixir.
Oh, actually, no, because how many inventory points have I got?
You need
Okay,
3
that's
though for an
fine.
elixir, so
3 for
Yeah,
an
it'll be on
elixir
your
and
sheet.
3 for hit points. So that'll be everything then. I'll be out of inventory points. So you guys will have to be on the healing
have-
from there.
yeah, I have a
I'll
lot
up
left,
9
so.
points back though to be able to encourage and get it if I want to do it that way. So
Yeah.
I'm going to spend 3 points right now to regain 50 mind points.
Nice.
Damn.
And I believe that's what Yona's doing too.
Yeah, so I get rid of 3. I am now down to 5 inventory points, which means I am back up to 53 MP.
Nice.
So I'm Gucci. I'm done. I'm helping, guys. See?
So now it
And
is
now-
the
Top of the
Now
round.
monsters.
Us top of the round.
Mhm.
Oh, us
Top
top of the round. Okay.
So now, Miss
Yes.
Buttersby, if you wanted to do the potion, you could.
Yes.
Yeah, now I'm going to spend my last inventory points to pull out a healing potion and pour it onto the undead locket.
Nice.
Mine!
Cool. Yes, as you do, the same sort of effect that you saw when it was absorbing like your attacks and spells and all that kind of thing happens, and it pulls in the potion, and you see the subtle glow of healing magic, and
I
the
play around with it for a minute and start like spraying it around to see if it still sucks.
the creature fully inverts in color. So where it once was like Vanta black is now brilliant white. Almost hard to look at.
All right.
Hit
Good
it!
luck.
We gotta survive its turn. It gets to go.
Yeah, it gets to go now.
Are you still rolling the d4 as to who it's hitting?
No. The last one was because
Okay.
Ruin was like right there. Although this time I probably will because we'll
People
see.
have moved.
Although
Yeah.
I am right there as well now because I just.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
It's up to you.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and say that it's you, Mrs. Buttersby.
I
So
am strong. This necklace will
You-
only make me stronger.
still have mirror, right?
Still has mirror. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Mm.
And that fully reflects the ability?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh boy. This will be interesting.
I am going to be your biggest problem
love
in this
this.
game.
So much.
Da,
What
da,
does
da,
that mean?
da.
If I reflect,
So-
it just disappears.
It
So it
doesn't
goes-
hit
it
you.
goes
It goes
forward
full
flip
force into the enemy who
into
tries to
back
attack
at the
you.
caster.
It is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if it's hitting you for ice damage, it's
Yeah.
literally reflected back at it, and it's going
Well-
to take double damage.
While Colin was
But it only
contemplating
because it only
existence.
takes healing damage. It only takes damage from healing.
No, not anymore.
But it-
Because you did
not
the
anymore,
amulets,
'cause
so
it's-
everything's flipped.
So
Oh, fuck
that's
me.
why we
okay,
waited. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Shit. Sorry. Yep. I understand now.
You've given the green flag. It's off to the races. We're all about to pile on as much. Can I? While
Do
while
it!
Colin's contemplating its existence, this feels so JRPG, where it's like, fuck,
Mhm.
hit the thing, reverse the and do the thing. Like it's just
Yeah,
the tactics are so good right
I love
now.
this.
Yeah.
I
Right
love
now,
this.
there's like a sand timer on the side
Yes.
that's like it's counting down to
You
when
only
you
have so
have
much
to
time.
hit it again.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you have to hit
yeah.
it with the healing again before you've got to. Yep.
I love
Okay.
it.
The
So
screen is a fucking mess of color and lights right now. Like, you can't even see anything.
So I don't know which flag we're going for. We're either going for this one or we're going for this guy, since he is.
Either way. Love the. This is the first fight we're having status effects too, which in a JRPG is so scary. Where it's like, what's that symbol
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
How do I get it off? No.
Mhm.
We broke Conlon, so
We really did.
it's just math. God damn. Yeah, okay. So it does its little like ghastly shriek thing, which would normally be targeting just you. And
And I just
Yeah,
Fabula
the
back in.
Well, I have flavor for it. I have
Yeah.
flavor for how
go ahead.
it works. So, whatever spell it is, that shattering that you heard, as the magic is released and is coming at you, there are shimmers and literally massive, jagged shards of broken mirror appear in front of you. It's like they've always been there, but now that they have been triggered or activated, they come into visual, and they all just manipulate and slowly like move to actually form a broken shield. And as soon as that magic hits, it bounces back, and then there's that shattering sound again, and all those shards of glass shatter.
I love the music change for this.
I
Yes.
immediately look to the gods and say, I did not break that mirror. That was not me.
Awesome. Yeah. So it did hit itself. Because it basically becomes the target then. So it is against its own magic defense, which is an insane thing.
Oopsies.
So it is now. Okay, so it took the damage. It's now shaken. Which. Where is that?
The willpower dice.
Yes,
goes down
willpower
one
die.
step.
Yes. Which. All right, it's a D6 now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this thing doesn't
Nice.
have a ton of willpower. Cool. All right. Yeah, you hit it.
I hit it.
Does it take
I didn't
damage?
even try.
It did. It took damage. Yeah.
Nice.
So you see the white sort of like turns blue as the ice damage from the ghastly whale like kind of enters into the thing, and it absorbs the magic the way that the amulet was, and now is not. It hurt. That was painful.
Can I go next?
If you want to, sure.
Okay, because now that I have all of my MP back for the most
Yeah.
part, I get to do a little cataclysm just to drive the point home.
Now that the spell cannon is reloaded.
Well, we're going to do the nice, lovely spell Terra, and since for cataclysm, whatever my high roll is, plus 15, so it'll
Yep.
be plus 20.
Oh, we're back on. Cool.
Hey, everybody! We had to do math, too, while the internet decided whether or not it wanted to continue.
So you're casting Terra. You use
Yes.
10 mind points for Cataclysm to boost the damage up by 5.
Ye-
And now you just need to roll to hit.
Yes, and I need to remember how I roll to hit.
Insight plus willpower.
Insight plus willpower. Willpower is a D8, so not bad. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay. That's 17.
Colin is away, but unless it's magic defense has suddenly skyrocketed, that is for sure hitting.
And it's vulnerable, bitches. So,
Yes.
the damage for that is going to be...
I roll 20.
Yeah, so... I'm trying to remember what the die are to roll. I don't know how I completely forgot.
It's on your
all
test.
this.
Insight plus willpower.
Whatever
You
just
you
That's
roll
what-
those two
just
dice.
then.
Whichever the highest dice was, you take that.
Okay.
Right, I'm back, sorry.
That-
Yes, the 17 hits.
Yeah. That was a 9 for my highest die.
Nice.
So
29?
points of
That's
damage.
29 points, and if it's vulnerable,
It's 58.
uh-huh.
Cool.
I'm
It
done.
might be vulnerable, but it is elite. Don't
It's-
forget.
It's
Yeah,
gotta
I
have
know.
a ton of hit points, yeah.
Yeah.
I also have
touched it.
Wait,
one
We're
more
gonna
mean
die.
trick up my sleeve.
Of
Oh
course you
no.
do. I'm done.
Okay.
Alrighty. What does it
Uh,
look like after that spell?
So that's Terra. So yeah, I guess it like where it is now blue, it also like cracks, but like desert cracks of like rock and earth, not like the shards of ice. It looks like sort of a like dried out version of itself, but it is still blue, and now earth cracked.
I thought it was white, but it is blue.
Once it got hit with the ice damage.
Oh, I apologize. Yeah.
Interesting.
So we are back up to the top of the turn, I believe.
Oh no, I still get to go.
Oh yeah, you still go. I forgot you didn't go first.
And Haley
Saoirse
wasn't
as
able
well?
to go. Wait.
So
Haley
No,
went.
Saoirse went before me. Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to go still.
Miss Buttersby went at the top
Yes.
to do the hit point thingy. Then
Yeah.
it went, got a spell reflected by mirror off
Hmm.
of Miss Buttersby. Then you just went and did Terra,
Yes.
so now it's me
Okay.
and Saoirse.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was off on my rounds.
Saoirse, do you want to go first or me?
Kill it.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Sorry. It's already inverted, so there's no point in me pouring another potion
Mm-mm.
No.
onto it, and I'm not going to waste my turn doing that. I
At the top
will.
of every round, we should pick a new person who has inventory points to
Mhm.
do it.
Yes.
Is what we should do.
Yeah, I still have all my inventory points.
If you want to think about what you want to do on your turn, I have an easy turn. And I could just
Yeah, you go.
now that it's not immune to dark damage, I'm a Shadow Strike again.
Yeah.
How much do I hurt myself? This might trigger a bunch of abilities. 4. I only hurt myself 4 this time. Is that enough? It's not enough. Bummer. Oh well. Womp womp. Might. What a poopy roll. I will spend the Fabula point. I'll spend the Fabula point because we need to put damage on this thing. Otherwise, it's gonna be real bad. So I'm gonna spend point. I am a mercenary. Mercenaries hit things, and this stupid thing made me enraged. I do not like being mad. You have got me out of pocket, and I'm going to shove this axe in your face. Into the
Why
dice
are you
tray.
hanging around
Come-
Saoirse? All she does is irritate you.
Yeah. There we go. 13 to hit.
Yes, that does hit.
So that's gonna be 11, 25 points of dark damage
Total or
total.
okay, like already doubled.
So no. So
No.
the doubled 50 points of dark damage.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. So this was the last mean thing I had.
Some
Do
sort of
it.
crisis ability.
Yeah. Okay. So
Also, hello Raiders.
I'm.
Welcome.
How many hit points do you have, Matt?
Oh boy.
Hey, don't worry about it. I have as many as I have.
Okay.
What are you gonna do to me?
You
So
also still have mirror.
your dark hit for 50 damage is enough to kill it. It is in crisis, and I gave it a very mean crisis ability.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You are going to take let's see. You had 25 points of dark damage.
Uh-huh.
It was how many points of it was 58 points of
The Terra.
Terra, which was 30 what 34 total. No 20
29.
29, yes.
29
Yeah,
before the
29.
double.
So 25 points of dark damage, 29 points,
29 points
of
of
earth,
That's
and
54.
the ice attack was
It's burned. So how much damage
48.
It did.
So 24 points of ice damage.
That's
It's doing
78.
all of this back to me.
Yeah.
There's
So
78 points of damage.
the idea here was that it was able to take any damage given to it in a round when it was healed, and
Oh no!
God damn it, Conlin!
God damn this internet!
I'm still connected according to.
Okay, you're back.
You're
Okay.
back. You're back.
I'm still connected according to Streamlabs, so I think we're good. So the idea was, you guys might hit it with like one or two things in a round and like not do 140 points of damage to this thing, in one round. And then it was just gonna
hit it with the
yeah.
wombo combo.
Well, then it was just gonna turn around and you know, use a little bit of that damage back at you. Not the doubled bit, but like the little bit. So yeah, that's 70 points of damage total. I don't think it matters for resistances or anything for you.
Nope.
So where you at? Where's your...
I mean, I have 64 points maximum.
Yeah.
This is all academic. So I'm going to 0.
Cool. Okay. Well,
you're trying to say
mirror?
something, Taylor.
Just mirror
Just
effectiveness.
mirror.
'Cause
No.
It's not a spell.
not a spell.
Damn.
It is just it's a basic attack for this elite version of this thing that also triggers when it dies. Like, so
amazing. The surrender rules.
yeah, so but this is our first time for a surrender, which is super kind of fun. They're fun. The good thing is I would have felt bad about this if they weren't just like a cool, fun, vibey thing that we could do.
Your
So
character's dead. Suck it.
yeah. Reroll. You gotta go make a new character. Come on.
No.
No. So I gotta find which chapter is that in? That is in 0 hit points. There we go.
Page 89.
So
89.
within when a character hits 0 hit points, a couple different things can happen. There are two sort of options. You can either sacrifice or surrender. Sacrifice can only happen when a villain is present on the scene. Your sacrifice would benefit a character that you have a bond towards, and or you believe your sacrifice would make the world a better place. It has to match two of those.
Yeah.
So it can't just be like, oh, I got brought to 0. Like, this is a good example of like, there's no villain on the scene. This is just an enemy. This is...
Nope.
I'm back, I think.
You're back. You're back. Yeah.
It's not... I don't know what's happening.
It's the storm. It's the gamma
It must be.
radiation.
Yeah, I wish. It's my secret. I'm always angry. Yes. So a couple different things can happen. With the sacrifice, your character is just dead. The cool thing about the sacrifice is that there is no limit on what your sacrifice can do. You can and should go overboard on like what your character does when sacrificing themselves.
God.
Yeah, I mean, you kinda, yeah, that's like the level of like what we're expecting from a sacrifice here is like that anime moment where one of the characters like gives themselves up so another character can get the killing blow or like something like that. So then the one that we're doing here is just a surrender. It's a little weird because the battle is already over. So we'll just have the like affect the consequence of surrendering. So surrendering will never kill your character, but the GM can impose heavy consequences. You immediately get 2 Fabula points, which is kind of fun. So
That's the only way I get Fabula points in this game, by the way. I'm never gonna roll a fumble. I'm just gonna roll shitty, but not a fumble.
At the start of the next scene in which they appear, the player character regains consciousness and recovers an amount of hit points equal to their crisis score. It's not going to really matter. We're not going back into like a combat scene here, so you guys will have the ability to rest. I believe, yes, I can impose a consequence from the list below, or one that fits the scenario, the situation, either now or later.
It's darkness, despair, loss, resentment, separated.
Yeah.
None of them are great.
They're all going to be bad, but hopefully narratively interesting. Despair, the enemy gets to make a decisive move, or the heroes lose the faith and approval of an important person or group. Darkness, you must change your theme to... I would have to change my theme to one of the following: anger, doubt, guilt, or vengeance, your choice. Loss, something incredibly precious, such as a magical artifact, a loved person, or an ancient and important heirloom is taken from you. Resentment, you are forced to erase one of your bonds and replace it with a bond towards a character chosen by the game master. This new bond must be of hatred, inferiority, mistrust, your choice. Or separated, you are no longer with your allies. You might be captured, dragged away, lost, stranded, etc.
Resentment against Saoirse for the fact that her mirror didn't work.
You said you had me!
So these are also just the sample ones. These do not have to be the consequences. So I'm gonna tweak the consequences just a little bit.
Ooh. Tweak.
I would like you. So we're gonna use resentment, kind of.
Okay.
Um.
Hold on. Before you pick that one, because I was gonna ask.
Mhm.
I took Heart of Darkness for my last level up, which means when I enter Crisis, I can choose a creature that's part of the scene that I don't have a bond towards and form a bond of hatred.
Mhm.
So if you, I didn't want to like double up on bond potentially because resentment's also giving me a bond. Okay.
So we're gonna make this fun. We're gonna make this the sort of JRPG. What the fuck is happening here? I would like you to write down one of those three: hatred, inferiority, or mistrust. It's a new bond. This is not. You're not losing one from this. And I just want you to put a question mark.
Oh, okay.
You
that's not
don't know what this bond is to. You, when Ruin awakens, that sort of untethering of your soul that like you described as, you know, like kind of like a hand in a glove that's a little too big kind of thing. Just a little hook in your soul now, where you can feel it, but you're not sure who it is. You're not sure what it is. There's just a question mark now of who is this? What is this bond that's been formed? And the way that we'll use this is if you would like to invoke your bond, we'll use this as an opportunity for you to sort of explore who is this towards? What is this towards? If you're going to invoke this bond, you can let me know what you're like invoking here, like that hatred, like how you're using it, or whatever one you chose, how you're using it. And I will let you know if it is thematically appropriate for the thing you're doing. If this works for you, I think this is a fun little, you know, you got your little quest marker update thing that's just like, what the fuck?
Yes.
All right.
There's two emotions that I'm bouncing between. One of them's hatred. Do we want to say the Heart of Darkness triggers on this same bond, and then it's hatred and this other emotion? So
if you want to
jump straight to a two emotion.
Take a bond of two.
There was no other thing on the scene. I'm not about to hate Fiona. That would be weird. I feel like that was the only other option, technically.
I mean, it's understandable. I'm the one who triggered all this, so.
So yeah, I think that's just jumping to hatred, because I was enraged. When went to 0. So like there is that just like visceral, like just I want to punch you real bad. And then there's also inferiority, because it's been a while since Ruin's actually gotten knocked out. Doesn't like this feeling of having been bested, even if it was a tie. I don't like ties. I want to win.
Yeah.
Don't like this at all.
All right. So as we resolve that, the creature with that last hit, sort of, I guess I didn't really describe like what happens here. Ruin, you come in with your last big attack to this thing, and as you drive your axe into its chest, your axe sort of like seizes up, and the creature kind of tilts its head at you and grabs the sides of your head. And as you drive it forward a little bit more, the creature just lets out a soundless scream as it kind of like hands push it on your head, pressure building more and more and more until all of that damage is absorbed into you. You go down for the equivalent of whatever this is. This isn't unconscious rules like D&D. Like you're still around. You can still participate like somewhat in the scene. And the creature just kind of cracks and shatters into darkness at this point, as the power from this creature like sort of like leeches into you, that the damage from this creature leeches into you, it turns back to black and it fades into darkness. The amulet, which was hanging in front of the altar, falls to the altar. The rubies now return to their original color, and because it was kind of a mean way to do this, and because it's no fun if you're not in this scene, we're into a new scene, and so you regain consciousness, you regain like being around with just that little twinge in the back of your head of like something is wrong with your soul now. Something has like tainted just the tiniest piece, and Ruin's ability and connection to his soul is questionable now. There's something that is a question there.
That's scary.
Do not like that at all.
But yeah, we're out of the conflict scene. We can take a break if everybody needs to. If you want to just keep going, it is up to y'all. We will go ahead and take a break. We will be back in 5 minutes. Stick around, everybody. Also, hello, Raiders. Thank you for joining us. But yes, go get your bathroom snacks. Get your, have fun. Enjoy yourselves for 5 minutes.
Water. Take your brain pills if you need them.
Hydrate, you thirsty mothers.
Zydrate comes in a little glass vial. All right, we'll be back in 5 minutes. Bye.
Don't go away.
We're back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We were reminded during the break that Taylor has to jump here really soon because she messaged me and I completely forgot because I have bad ADHD. But yeah, so before the break, we fought a cool little monstery boy. Y'all did a good job. Fucked him up. Did some damage. Matt got hit with a shitload of damage in return and went down our first surrender, our first 0 hit point hit of the game with a surrendering. Matt took a 2 bond towards something that was unsure. Ruin now has some inkling of something in his soul. But yes, you, Ruin, I think you hit the ground. The damage sort of like regains. You get back to your crisis, which should be half your HP. So coming back up at the top of this next scene, as we're out of the conflict scene, into a quick little like role play scene with the idea that we have about 5 minutes before Taylor has to go. We will hang out a little bit afterwards just to like wrap things up and talk about next time. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, what are you guys doing now that you've defeated the monster? Things are good to go.
Ruin is.
Sasha will run over to Ruin and just help them up. Like, are you okay? I'm so sorry.
No, fuck no. Ow. 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 Real ow. Just ignore me.
No.
No, I'm telling you to ignore me right now. I need some space.
Okie dokie.
Sasha, why don't you help me with this? And I'm gonna like step over to the side and I'm like already holding up the necklace to my neck.
Help me put it on.
Help me put it on.
Oh, okay.
And, yep. Sasha will help, like, pull the hair. Yep. Clasp it.
Meanwhile, Fiona will stick close towards Ruin, but she's not gonna say anything or point anything out, more for silent moral support. I will say that red certainly seems to be her color.
Thank you very much.
And as far as I'm concerned, the haunting seems to be done.
Wait, can we see Jenny anywhere?
So I was going to check that actually. Jenny! Wait, what was that fellow's name? Atticus?
Atticus for the husband, yep.
Yeah.
And
Would you
Lorraine
open up-
for the wife.
I'm going to open up the locket. That was glowing. Say, Atticus, are you in there?
No longer glowing.
I hold it to my ear. Like a
No
seashell.
response.
I think silence is a good answer. Yes?
So?
Means the house is finally at peace.
I wonder if the real Jenny wanted peace for her father, or if it was the version of Atticus that a version of Jenny that Atticus created that wanted Atticus to have peace.
Does it matter?
I was thinking about returning the necklace.
Good sentiment.
Not if you don't want to hear or see from the man that ruined your lives and sent you on your way.
Maybe a letter first to inquire?
I think I might add that to my list of things to do, and I will pop the locket in my apron again.
Well, I don't think we have any more hauntings that all of us need to worry about. And in the meanwhile, Fiona's actually going to put one of her hands in her pocket where she has the coin and just kind of roll her finger over like all the etchings and stuff. So, I'd say it's time for another drink.
No. I warned you, weird shit happens when I drink.
But this wasn't your fault.
How do you know?
Well, I mean, the haunted amulet, the ghosts, the goos, and all of the... You're not the cause, Saoirse.
But there is one way to find out.
Oh,
Again?
no. No.
An experiment
We
requires...
find out that this scotch has just got hallucinogenics in it. Like,
Ruin is
nothing-
already going up the ladder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
we've
another
all just been
drink.
sitting in the basement staring at each other, just like,
I hear the walls breathing.
I hear the
No.
walls.
Well, I think it's time to get to work.
I agree.
Work on.
Tavern.
Oh, right.
Are you up for the adventure, Sir Rune?
Not a sir. They're just drinking.
And I think that's it for us.
Stop working and figuring
We
out
nap
what we
for a
want
week.
to do.
Nap for a week.
Go sleep, go sleep, go sleep.
All right.
I'm gonna clean up sick in my room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That's
no.
a you problem, girly.
You have created a problem for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you've got a magic that can deal with that.
I'll spend a Fabula point to get it gone.
Can entropy magic clean it up or make it worse?
Rewinds time to before.
Question
Feels a
is,
little fuller.
where does the puke go?
Oh, like it literally lifts off the ground and
No,
heads
we
back
don't need
towards
to.
the
No.
That is awful. I'm so sorry. I had that. I made myself feel sick.
That is master tier pranking from Doctor Strange with the time stone. It's just like, yeah, learn your lesson.
We saw how it works with fucking Vision, so I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, kinda. Okay.
This seems a lot like a certain game that Matt ended up doing for two of us, which I can't disclose into detail, but you'll find out at least some point this year. So
That was hilarious.
it was funny for me to watch, and I did jack shit. Anyway.
But yeah, okay. So yes, you head up into the tavern. I think all of you can sort of feel the difference palpably in the bones of the building, that like whatever was here is gone now. There's no more echoes, there's no more I guess soul to the building, right? The soul that inhabited this building that caused it to be what it was is gone now, and is ready for something new. So what will happen now? We'll talk about this a little bit after Taylor goes, but just to kind of give everybody a quick rundown, we're going to take a in-game downtime amount of time. It's going to be about 3 months for all your characters to get to know each other. I know you've been talking a little bit about all the different things that you were thinking about doing. We'll discuss kind of like where you end up. So next session will be, I hope, about half of a session of doing downtime scenes, 1 scene per person, hopefully, unless somebody has like, more that they really want to do. And then we will introduce what our next little arc is. You can kind of think of this as our, anime arc. Settling into the city is done, and the next arc will be starting after this little bit of a downtime. It's a beach episode, but over the course of 3 months. So
It's an OST.
Yeah. So yes.
Oh, no, OVA. That's
OVA.
What it's
Yes.
called.
Yeah. The movie. Yeah.
OVA. Mm-hmm.
But yes, we will talk about that a little bit here before we end the session. But Taylor, I know you need to hop. You should be good to do that now. I can switch to the new
Thank you so much,
scene,
everyone.
But
Bye, Taylor.
we'll see you next week, Taylor. Have fun leaving us for someone else. You whore.
Not my choice. I had to move it forward. Sorry.
You're fine. Have fun.
We love you. Goodbye.
Love you all. Bye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.
There we go.
And
Seamless
then there were
transition.
4.
No
Seamless.
difference. No one saw anything.
You didn't see anything.
So yes, in the last 10, 15 minutes or so, anything you all want to talk about? And if there's any scenes that you want to do now, we have, a little bit of time. If you would like to do anything that's like leading into this downtime before. Otherwise, we can just sort of hang out for 5 to 15 minutes until we're ready to end the game. I don't have a good you did the thing. We got to my ending for this session, so rolling into the next session is kind of up to y'all.
What is the consensus among my fellow players?
Maybe we could do, maybe this is a fun thing we can start with, is what is one thing that because at the end of this 3 months, we said the bar would have been open and would have maybe had been running for, a couple weeks at that point, something like that. What is one thing that you are not Fabula pointing into existence that exists in the bar that is the thing that Fiona or Miss Buttersby or Ruin contributed? And then we can lead off next step with Taylor's.
That's fun. I like that. Do you have an idea to start us?
I have one for Ruin that I think certainly Colin will enjoy the silliness of this gag. Ruin, there's probably this small debate around well, what are the rules? Do we have bar rules? And Ruin just over the course of just carves out a sign, paints in the heavy divots in the wood, and then hangs it near the front door, and it just says, "All are welcome, no guards."
Everyone's welcome except you.
Not you.
Not you either. Not you.
You take that badge off. You turn around, and then you.
If you can, and you know what? If you can con us into thinking you're not a guard, then good. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Then you're not a
That's all
guard.
good. You're not a guard. Not right now. No one in uniform.
That is Ruin's one aesthetic touch to the bar is just that sign.
Amazing.
Hold on, I can make this better. There.
It's gotta be a slightly jaunty angle. There we go.
What about you, Miss Buttersby? You got any ideas?
Miss Buttersby is going to painstakingly and very passionately create the most beautiful bar menu there ever was for the Wyvern. I also would like to spend some time interviewing and hiring a chef that can cook and to my standards, because we do need someone here all the time. Not just me. Otherwise, I'll just make a second character so I can go out on adventures. And Miss Buttersby's just going to stay here and run the inn. So yeah, I think that's what she's going to be paying attention to the kitchen and ensuring that it is well taken care of, either with staff or with whatever we end up. I don't know how income is going to work, but I imagine that there'll be residual stuff to pay people if we keep the business running. So
Yes.
that's the idea I have.
Cool. Yes, I will come up with rules.
I'm training a new weapons master.
Amazing. I will come up with rules that fit with the Fabula system for owning something like this. I'll see if there's anything out there. If not, I will make something myself, and we will see how it goes.
I want a really cool new NPC to play with. So.
Yeah. Rad. I dig that. Cool. Yeah. Fiona. What would Fiona be adding? Oh, real quick. Other note: you've now have access to the basement. That is a room of your building now. I will say, I guess actually the magic that was hiding the trap door is still there. So you have a nice little smuggling room if you want it for anything at any point. No one will be able to find that without like sufficient checks, basically.
So Fight Club.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, where was the clue to find the thing? But it was in the echoes, wasn't it?
Yeah. Jenny
Yeah.
helped you with it.
Repeat again. Yeah, beautiful. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like scratched in a wall or
Yeah.
like,
No.
I was like, wait, how did we find that out again?
No, we are literally the only ones who know where it is now. Unless someone spills it, which I don't think any of us would.
Or Jenny comes home.
Oops. Ooh. You could be Jenny for the next character.
Yeah.
I do
Jenny
need.
looks
I
down
do.
There is so much blood.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
I
that
do
shit.
feel I need to point out that it has been 150 years since it was the owned by
Oh,
the
She could be around
Alveras.
still. We don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't say that she
Who knows?
wasn't. I'm just telling you.
400 years old.
Yeah,
I
that's
wouldn't
true.
stress too much about age.
It's just a number.
I keep having to remind myself with Marvel too that Bucky is over 90, but I digress. I just saw Thunderbolts, so that's still fresh in my mind. What would Fiona want? I feel like she would want a touch of like the cozy book life downstairs, where she would want like a little reading nook. Like, you know how there's like the there's the windows that kind of like jet out a little bit from houses, and they have the benches. Yeah, a bay window, that's it. So it's kind of like secluded a little bit. So if the book girls or the book guys or the book theys want to have like a little place to just, you know, pick up a book and just read and be at peace with a little glass of tea or wine or whatever, they get that here. And then she has the entire library to herself. So she's like, that's the tribute for everyone else. This is all mine.
And there's like a tray that's just constantly filled with cookies in that area.
There is, I was looking on the floor plan, there is a little like
Alcove,
nook
sort
sort of corner thing happening with like a window on one side that would be like premium book nook.
Perfect.
Like shelves into the wall, like next to where the windows would be. There'd be pillows and stuff, maybe a blanket for when it's colder. And then the tray of cookies and all that. And then
A couple of armchairs as
Yep,
well. just,
armchairs.
Like, so there's like, there's multiple places to sit.
I feel like
I love
Fiona
it.
might have asked Ruin to make a quiet reading only sign just to go up there. No talking.
Shut up, only read.
Beautiful. Was I able to get my estate furniture back into my room?
Oh, that's
from
true.
Rosie?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can. I'm gonna make a new map. So I will like note down all of the little things. I might ask you all, like, we might do some like iterative listness kind of stuff to it.
Ooh.
But yes, I will. Yeah, we can figure that all out. I'm excited. You got some fun stuff to explore, some fun stuff out there.
Yay.
But
We have
yeah.
RP scenes next week.
Yes. So next, just to kind of cover real quick the way that we're going to do the downtime scenes, there are actual like rest scenes in the game that we're going to use sort of as like the basis. Usually those are just like over time, but for you all, while you're thinking about this, be thinking about the end of a resting scene. You may do one of the following: create a new bond towards someone or something, add a new emotion to an existing bond, or erase an emotion from an existing bond and replace it with a different one. So, since this is a longer scene, if you would like to do like one or two of those things, we'll say that that's a good that you can do that. But it's also we're just gonna basically treat this as like a resting scene that just takes a little bit of time. And yes, I think that's pretty much it for what I have today. Anything else from anybody you want to talk about before we move into the next little bit of the next arc, the next big thing? I will say.
How's work at the Steel King's going?
Oh yeah, we'll have to figure out kind of what's going on there. It has not been very long, so
Miss Butterbee's initiation into the Steel Kings.
Yeah.
How does that go?
might have to figure that out.
Have you
we
been
can talk about that.
waitlisted?
The only other thing I will tell you all is like a little just fun be thinking about.
Uh-oh.
Think about what your what party attire your character would wear. What would they wear to
Ooh.
sort of a fancy party?
Oh my god, it's the ballroom scene! Woohoo!
I'm so excited. I already
It's the
have a
fancy
dress.
Yeah, I
It's
figured.
the fancy dress up episode.
Uh,
No?
but yeah, all right. Well, if we don't have anything else,
Love to see it.
Oh,
No, I think we're good.
we
I got a couple things, if possible.
yeah. What's up?
Be sure, like, we have our amazing crew here, but we also have our Patreon, and we
Yes.
just finished recording, actually, the last episode of Which Fated Souls, the campaign that I'm DMing. Make sure you check out these two. I know I'm not doing it right on the screen because I'm pointing where they are on my Discord.
Who even knows?
It's everywhere here. I'm just gonna do this as the general vibe. But Conlon and Matt both have Infinite Citadel, where they just released their first game, and you have all of the amazing cool things that are coming out from there. We have our games of TDT on Tuesdays. We have I don't know if this is TPK on every Monday now.
There's breaks. There's break weeks,
there's
but
a
it's
break,
most
yeah.
Mondays.
Gotcha. Most Mondays of Total Party Chaos. Excuse me. And I'll release more of a statement later for something else I'm working on. Ooh, these guys already know it, but I need to wait and tell you guys about it too.
Yeah.
We have our Discord, we have our Patreon. You see our faces here 3 days out of the week. And then there's our socials. So we have the Discord, we have the YouTubes, we have the TikToks, and we have the other things.
We are getting close. I will just say thank you to everyone watching from like the Fabula Ultima Zone, because y'all are watching our videos, and I love seeing the numbers go up. We're getting very close to 500 subscribers on YouTube. I'm excited
Yay!
for that.
Woohoo! And you're
All right.
not sick of us yet, so thank you.
All right, yeah. Go check us out everywhere, like Mel said. Check out all the other stuff we're doing. But yeah, other than that, hope you all have a fabulous rest of your week going into next week. We'll be back next Wednesday with more Fabula Ultima, more Tales of Caerwyn. And until next time, are you all ready for more tales?
Always!